សូមនមស្ការព្រះគណៈគុណចាស់គ្រប់អង្គរតពួរញាតិញោមពុទ្ធបរិស័ទតើមីងក្លាបានៃកងយាឡាកងបាដេកងលបតើយ៉ាបា please Yama only Yama Yaba please right stand up only Myanmar people okay just stand up only Myanmar okay good because you know from 12 and now it's over 3 o'clock so I think some of you feel like sleepy right Asian la Asian bula Asian day ma pyo bu Thank you. Just Thank you. Time it. The Pamaska pure, English pure, Pamaska pure. Both. Pamaska pure chinde. Well, so all the most formal Sankar, ladies and gentlemen, all distinguished guests. It is my great honor to be here. I'm from Cambodia. Actually, it's very great time, and we have the history of AEC that we firstly host in Thailand, and then second in Malaysia, and the third last year in Cambodia. Dr. Keen, who is organizer of this conference, have learned a lot, and yeah, very happy to join again today. And I think this is the last speaker. Hope you will enjoy it. And sure lah. Go on. Well, my presentation will present mostly in practical way. It's not like in theory. I will show you some activity what I'm doing in Cambodia. Osin apipisaya boda tagato sa atin de tong ne bamaskar ne show bare na nyap show chin bare. Well, so this is about me. I think okay. Well, so I think all of you know about Cambodia, and we have a history between like Mon and Khmer. So Khmer is now become our language. So like I'm from Cambodia, we say this is Khmer. Yeah, the Khmer language or Khmer people. We don't say Cambodia people. We say Khmer people. So Khmer more like a brother in the history, very long time ago. So for right now, we are a Theravadin Buddhist country, and we have 50,000 Buddhist monks throughout Cambodia, and monastery, so 4,000 monastery, and the population of Cambodian people right now is 15 million, not so many people, We have very small territory actually, but in the ancient time we have very, very big, but now become very smaller country. So the population only 15 million people. But we are very proud to say that all of Cambodian people mostly are Buddhist. So we have 95% of Cambodian practice Buddhism. And I think that is only Cambodia that it is stated that Buddhism is the state religion. I don't think in Myanmar or in Thailand that their constitution, their constitution state that Buddhism belong to the nation. But Cambodia, on chapter 3, it is stated that Buddhism belong to the state religion. Well, one more thing, to respond to the theme that we're talking about, the Buddha education and contribution to the society, and what we are doing in Cambodia to contribute to the society. And we have very long history between Cambodia and Myanmar as well. I think the learned or the scholar who research on Buddhism between Cambodia and Myanmar might know the Dr. Jotanyano Junat. Jotanyano Junat is, I don't think Burmese people recognize him some, because in the Buddhist Council, because it's in Mandalay, it's the 5th Buddhist Council, and in Kapae, you know Kapae, right? Kapae tila. Chào Giao Pu là có ba mà Giao Pu đó mày nó. So in Kapae, that is the 6th Buddhist Council, and all the religious leaders around the world, they come to join. So one of Cambodian monk, that is Jotanyano Jonat, he is very learned in Cambodia. He got the title from this country, that is Abhithaya Ratha Mahagaru Tila. Abhithaya Maharatha Guru. Yeah. Nói lên là có vào but it's correct Pandey. It's Abhithaya Maharatha Guru. Yeah, correct. So we got this title from the government of Myanmar. I think it in the Buddhist 6th Buddhist Council in Kapae. So we are proud of him, and he is one of the members who compile the Tipitaka, the 3 Buddhist canon. Our Tipitaka, a very special, different from other country. Why? Because we manage these 2 page, but this is Pali and this is Khmer. There's Pali and Khmer, so it's like this. So when we read, we can look at both Pali or our language. So at that time, the member of the Sangha, led by him, by Jotanyano Junat, he did very well job. I think it's only in Cambodia first, but other countries might be do later on. And one of his achievements, and up to now, that it is recognized throughout Cambodia, that is dictionary, Khmer dictionary. How to say dictionary in Myanmar? Vale? Okay, sorry about it. So, we have only dictionary, only one dictionary. So every Khmer people that write anything, they have to refer to his dictionary up to now. We don't have other dictionary. So, we take only his dictionary as unique and check, the references with his achievement. So this is a great monk Cambodia that contribute to Cambodian society that I want to illustrate to you, explain. And recently, I think all of you know about Cambodia, that we come through the Khmer. Khmer, that we have very bad history within 3 years, that is very nightmare, that people have been killed and Buddhism almost destroyed. So it is 1975 to 1979. And Buddhism and everything almost destroyed. So after the Civil War, it's finished, and there is one monk as well who play a very important role to bring a peace to Cambodia. Sure, we have the government and the leader that can talk to each other, but the monk also he contributes a lot to this peace building up to now. That is the most venerable Kosananda. Kosananda, I think all of learned scholar know about him. He's a Kosananda who always walk, even because we have, after the war, they have, still the rebel, some region that cannot approach. They still have soldiers, they still have weapon to fight each other, like, fighting in some area. So only him that can approach the leader of the Khmer to negotiate between the government and the leader of the Khmer. So he very good one and recognized by the United Nations, So, and his body, he's passed away already, and his body is in United States of America. Well, I want to tell you something that is about Buddhism for Education of Cambodia. That is, we are we are not committee yet, but we have a good relationship with Dr. Taviwat and also Dr. Keen about my organization that we host last year in Phnom Penh, Cambodia, that is Buddhism for Education of Cambodia, BEC. So we are doing two things, which is bringing something value to the society and to the Buddha Sasana. So the first one is promoting social values through education, and second one, social welfare through humanity. So how do we respond to these two things? So the first one, youth education. I think it's very important, not only Cambodia, but throughout throughout the world. For the Buddhist country, for the Buddhist community, we have to think of the next generation, as Dr. Taviwat mentioned this morning, that we are now facing the threat. Facing the threat. We have the experience in Cambodia even now. In remote area, the other religion, other faith, they try their best to reach the children, the young people at the countryside. But we among sometimes stay in temple. We try to we are proud of them, out of our followers, and we preach Dhamma, and many people come. But what you see, many people come really, but only the old people. The old people are coming to pay respect to the Sayadaw. Yeah, nale la, namle wula, ola but nale de gone, Okay, good. So we have to think about that. Sometimes we preach Dhamma, we try to transfer what we are thinking and what we know, what is the unique of the Buddhism. But traditionally, so people just come and listen. But how about the young generation? For the futures of our Buddha Sasana, we have to think about that. So that is what I'm doing right now in Cambodia. We don't focus mainly on the old people, but we try to think of the young generation. So we approach the children, hundreds of children, thousands of children in remote areas throughout Cambodia to understand what the Buddha taught and to get some benefit. So we distribute thousands of books to the students, and we have the training, very important section, one training, that if we talk about the sacrifice of the parent, ape ame lo de. So the children, they sometimes commit something wrong with the parent. So we try our best to explain to the children that our parents did a lot of things, have done a lot of things for their future. But sometimes why you don't care to your mother? Why sometimes you don't listen to your parents and commit something wrong? Why? So we are bringing the Buddha's teaching that, like in Sankala Sutta, they talk about the obligation and duty of the children, how to follow the appearance. So, but right now in the society, I think you understand it because you have your own children, right? The children sometimes don't listen to you. So why? So only Buddhist monks that play important role, that some word they effective to the people, the young people, such as in Cambodia. If you talk to the children, the children might listen to you. But if the monk give advice even a little bit, the children they listen. Children they listen. So the monk try to explain, like you can see in photo, why he cry, why the student cry, because we explain about Buddhism, about their duty. They have to fill out the obligation as a children. So it's very important, and all the school right now invite us to give the lecture, to have a training. This is the first one. The project, youth project. Achen sila. Achen masibula. 5 minutes. Achen masibu. Nga minute. Nyamnya ci de slide. Achen masibu na. So prisoner, it's about. I think prisoner. You want to be a prison? You want to be in prison? I don't think you want to be a prisoner or you want to go to prison. But in Battambang we have one program that our team go to go to prison and to give Dhamma talk to the prisoner. Sometimes we risk our life, we risk our life. We go to the prison. We don't know that some prisoner might take us as hostage, because they want to get out. But we risk our life to bring the Dhamma to the prisoner. And it is implemented in 2012 up to 2000, even now. So 5 years already that the Buddhist monk in BEC go to the prison and give Dhamma talk like meditation. So I just go quickly. And sponsorship children, as I told you earlier, that we have to think of the young generation. And sometimes we talk so much about what is like compassion. We have to cultivate compassion. We have to do loving kindness to the society. But what we are doing right now, sometimes we just make as a word, but no action. So we are together for Buddhasasana to bring the theory into practical way. So even my team housing for them as well, and we bring school supply, bicycle, anything that can assist them to have a schooling. Well, the poor and aging care. So this is also have for the poor, because I don't blame my country, but Cambodia, some area that we have many impoverished people. Some they go to Thailand. The children go to Thailand to earn some money, to work in Thailand. Love their parents. Stay with even children, even their grandchildren. So no one take care of their parents, because the one that have the power, have the energy, they work in Thailand. So my team always go and have them even housing, even give some food for them. One thing that we have to know, sometimes we don't notice. As in Buddhism, we talk about Amisadana, right? Amisadana and Dhammadana. So when we go to the community, we can do both. Yeah, Amisadana is not really important, but Dhammadana is important. But to get Dhammadana, we have to do Amisadana. Like, I'm very hungry, I'm so tired, but the monk come to me and say, oh, please listen to Dhamma, please listen to Dhamma. No, I cannot listen because I'm so hungry. So at first you have to give something to him, to give him the power, and then he can listen to the Dhamma. So what I'm doing in Cambodia, that I bring some food to them, and then I give 5 precepts to them. Please follow the 5 precepts. For you it's good life in this life, and then in the next life, thousands of life, and then you will attain Nibbana. So this is what I'm doing. So it's a media Dhamma talk. We have a lot of work in Cambodia. That is, we have television. No, I don't have my own television, but I hire 1 hour television to give Dhamma talk. And then radio, we have our own radio in Bat Tambong. So please visit. Kind of promotion, I'm sorry, but this is the reality. And social media. I think right now we are live in Facebook, so you can see our all activity and the event. So this is one thing that we are together to to propagate the Buddha's teaching to all the world. And it is monastic education. You can see small novices. So I don't have time, so I think roughly. And then Jesitin Bade, Along Amya con luôn show mình Amya đã Machabu Amya one more time